Zinc may not have the star power of omega-3s or the headline-grabbing drama of caffeine and serotonin, but when it comes to brain health, it's a quietly critical player. Like the guy in a spy movie who hacks into the mainframe, disables the lasers, and never asks for credit. Your brain depends on zinc more than you probably realize, and if you're running low, things can get foggy, sad, and sluggish fast. Let's start with the basics. Zinc is heavily involved in neurotransmission, the complex chemical signaling process that lets your brain send thoughts, memories, and emotions zipping from one neuron to the next like well-lubricated gossip. Zinc doesn't just float around aimlessly. It actually concentrates in synaptic vesicles, tiny sacs that release neurotransmitters. There, it helps regulate glutamate and GABA, the brain's primary excitatory and inhibitory messengers. In other words, zinc helps your brain strike a balance between let's go and let's chill. And then there's synaptic plasticity, the brain's ability to adapt, learn, and form new connections. Zinc helps modulate this function, especially in the hippocampus, the part of your brain that's heavily involved in memory and learning. No zinc, no smooth neural rewiring. Want to remember where you parked your car, learn a new language, or not forget what you came into the kitchen for? Think zinc. Without it, your brain is basically trying to do complex cognitive gymnastics on a broken trampoline. Now here's where things get a little darker. Zinc deficiency isn't just a minor nutritional hiccup. It's been increasingly linked to mood disorders, including depression. That's because zinc affects brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a molecule essential for neuron survival, growth, and synaptic function. Low BDNF levels are a hallmark of major depressive disorder. Guess what supports BDNF production? Yep, zinc. So if you're feeling emotionally gray, dragging through the day, or struggling to find motivation, your brain might not be broken. It might just be hungry for zinc. And if you thought zinc's brain benefits stopped at mood and memory, think again. Studies have linked low zinc levels with cognitive decline and even the progression of Alzheimer's disease. In fact, zinc plays a role in clearing amyloid plaques, those sticky, misfolded proteins that build up in the brains of people with Alzheimer's. When zinc is deficient, the body may struggle to regulate plaque formation, creating the perfect storm for accelerated cognitive deterioration. But before you start panic buying zinc supplements in bulk, let's talk nuance. Like most things in the body, balance is everything. Too little zinc? Cognitive dysfunction. Too much zinc? Potential copper deficiency and neurotoxicity. The brain is not a fan of extremes. It wants just the right amount, enough to keep those synapses firing and the neurotransmitters grooving, but not so much that things start short-circuiting. Luckily, maintaining healthy zinc levels isn't rocket science. You can get zinc from a variety of sources: shellfish, especially oysters, which are basically zinc bombs, beef, eggs, pumpkin seeds, lentils, and whole grains. But if you have digestive issues, chronic stress, or a plant-based diet, your absorption might be impaired, meaning you can be eating enough and still not getting enough. That's the thing with zinc, it's picky. It doesn't just want to show up, it wants to be absorbed, utilized, and kept in biochemical harmony with other nutrients. So, what does all this mean for your brain? It means that if you care about staying sharp, emotionally stable, and mentally agile, you need to give zinc some credit. It's not flashy. It doesn't promise mental superpowers. But it is absolutely essential for keeping your brain firing on all cylinders. Because whether you're working through a tough project, trying to stay focused during endless Zoom calls, or just hoping to hold on to your mental edge into your golden years, zinc is there, quietly stabilizing your brain chemistry, preserving memory, and holding the line against cognitive decline. Sometimes the smallest nutrients are doing the biggest jobs. Zinc isn't just good for your brain. It might just be what your brain's been missing.